Hello. Gonna wait a few. See who's gonna join. Johnny! Hey, you. Hope you're having a good day out there in Maui, Maui land. Almost 1 o'clock. Hi, Monica. Monica, I'm not gonna do what we were talking about yesterday. Not tonight, because I got a bunch of stuff that I feel. Hey, Steven. It's so good to see you here every single time. It's so cool. Hey, girlfriend. All right. Hi, Victoria. So I wrote down a bunch of notes because I was listening to a video, which was so awesome about vibrating, about vibration, because I'm noticing the fluctuations in the vibration here, where, gosh, in the first 2 weeks of doing this, I was really, really high. And it's coming down, and I'm watching all these thoughts, lots of thoughts, Victoria, lots of thoughts of stories starting to build of why I'm low vibration now. And oh my God, freaking, you can see what it's trying to do because, that's the old programming. And this video I just happened to watch today, he was completely showing that that's the way it is until eventually you just end up staying up because it's not going to be like that. Well, some people did, like Eckhart Tolle, Byron Katie, woke up and stayed, but most of us, it's a process in this dream. So he was saying something about the news and how that brings your vibration down because, like, I'm watching Peter when he watches the news because I haven't watched the news in over 25 years. Just cut it completely off. I think it's more than 25 years. It's been a full 25 years since I've not watched the news at all. And a lot of people at the beginning were like, what the hell? I mean, well, don't you want to be informed? And nope, not like that. I don't. So it talks about how when you watch that shit, it just brings you down. It brings your vibration way down. You start thinking everybody's out there to get you. They're all right. Oh, they're, others out there are trying to get you, and you got to protect yourself because it's so dangerous. The first time I went on a plane to Texas by myself from Maine, I had to go to, I think it was JFK, either that or LaGuardia, New York. So I was flying over New York, and it was like the wee hours of the morning. The sun wasn't even up yet. And I'm seeing, so it was in February, wicked early. I'm seeing cars, all kinds of cars and homes by the millions, it seemed. And all of these people, I had this realization because I thought about New York, how dangerous it is, anyway, I'm seeing all these people just going to work. I had this huge realization at that point that everybody's just doing their own, raising their families, doing their own, they're in their own business. It's not everyone that's out to freaking shoot you or stab you or something like the news makes it seem to be. And when I witness Peter watching the news now, he's constantly, hey, Wendy, he's constantly yelling at he's yelling at the TV, saying shit like, well, if they get, well, it's freaking funny. Anyway, so the news is definitely a downer. It just makes you just think that the world is going to hell in a handbasket. So I noticed that with my elderly customers that I cut and do their hair, when that's the only thing they've got for an outlet, that they listen to the news all the time. So they literally believe that the world is going to shit. That's not true. It's not been my actual experience, because everywhere I go, everybody is friendly. I've not ever been stabbed. I've never seen a stabbing. I've never seen a rape. I've never been we hear all this shit and we start thinking that the whole world is horrible. It's not. It's really not. Anyway, so I want to say that about the news that's keeping us, it makes us believe that we're separate. And there are bad people out there going to get us. That's what I wrote down. Like, that we're separate. We're not. Even those bad people are who we are at the core. They are us in this dream. There's no difference. If we were believing like Hitler, that's a good one. I learned this at Byron Katie. This was a huge wake-up call. Once I owned that I could be Hitler, I could be that. If I'm believing the same thing, if I'm believing, because our beliefs are so strong, we will fight to the death for them. That's what this whole talking thing is about, is getting rid of beliefs, because you stand for, you believe that this mind is all about beliefs, believing who you are. If I believe that Jews are bad people and I have to eradicate them from the earth, that's what I'm going to do. If I believe it, I'm no different. We are literally, our beliefs are controlling how this life goes for us, how this dream life goes for us. Okay, so hey Carla, what we're doing here, everything that I'm sharing here is about waking up from the dream of separation. Everything that I just said about we are in this low vibration. You believe that you're a person and so is the other person. And the other person can do a bad thing to you. And it's not true. But that's a belief that has to go. That's just another belief of the person, that you feel separate from every other person, and it's not true. It's so hard. No, Carla, it's so hard. In this dream, when you believe it's so hard, that's what you'll experience. That's what I'm saying. That's a belief. It's so hard. Well, of course, that's what you're going to experience. It's so hard. How about saying it's easy and I got this? How's that? It's a completely different. Claim it. Claim it. They don't care. Yeah. They is you. You are they. It's all about you. It's never been about them. Ever. It's you. So you care. You care. When you care about this, then you care about it all. It's so beautiful when you love and accept the self for what it, no matter what's happening, when you care and accept it. Right, Hitler didn't burn the Jews for forever, that people think God does for eternity. Yeah, if we're not good enough, we go to hell and burn forever. What the hell? How can we believe that shit? That's so horrible. Why would you believe that? If this is supposed to be, God is all forgiveness, all accepting, all, why would he? God, I can't believe people just completely fall for that. Anyway, when we're told as little ones that we are bodies, These bodies are separate from other bodies, is what the belief is. So that breeds competition. You've got to compete with the others. So you can come out on top because you don't want to be a loser. Competition is so, oh my gosh, when you lose or you think you lose, when you believe that you're this body and you lose, you believe you're a loser. Just because a game has been lost means you're a loser. That's bullshit. And it's just as bad being a winner when you think you're, hey, Cheryl. Hey, Judy Coons. When you believe you're a winner, the winning is another, that doesn't feel good either because you think you're better than somebody else. No. Nobody's better. Nobody's less than. We are all that same one consciousness. There's nobody, even the guy laying on the street, the homeless person, they are not beneath you. There is nobody that's a loser or a low life or a white trash or any of that label shit. That doesn't define anybody. That defines no one. When you call somebody white trash or a loser, a low life, you're defining yourself as a judger. You're not defining who that person is. You're not. That's all happening in your inside of this, which hurts you because he or she is you. It's hurting. You're hurting yourself. There's no separation. Zero separation. We're all the same in this stream. Okay, so as you start seeing this, feeling this, your vibration starts going up. You finally start seeing through the separation. And as you see everybody else as you, the weight, the backpack I've been talking about with the rocks on it starts coming off, and you start getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and things start manifesting. You start thinking about things, and boom, whoa, it happens. It's so cool. So very cool. Think of somebody, boom. I mean, instant. It's very cool. Okay, so what else? So basically, these bodies, excuse me, this guy used the word avatar. I'm sure you've all seen the movie Avatar. When Jason got in his avatar, he was the animating of it, but it wasn't anything without him in it. The spirit of him. I hate to use the word spirit too, because that puts it, the mind has so many ideas of spirit. It's consciousness is what I like to use because your mind can't put a definition on consciousness. It doesn't know what it is. So it can't put it in a box and categorize it and put it in a little safe place for it to go. Because basically everything I'm saying is just can't hold on to it. Just feel into what I'm saying. Feel it. If it resonates with you, that's the oneness. That's waking up from the dream, remembering who you are before you believed you were this body and mind, before they told you that you were this body and mind named Lori, Carla, Monica, Judy. You're not, this is not that. It is that one consciousness, not separate from anything out here. There's an out here, but anything that is seen, there's no separation between what you are and what this is. It's all one consciousness. It's literally being projected out in the dream, in the timeline dream of what this is. There's only consciousness. It's So the mind labels all this stuff, the plant, the window, the car, the snow, the computer. It labels it. And when you label something, it solidifies it, makes it seem like that's what it is. But it's not. It's only a belief that that's what it is. So that's what you see. Other than that, it's nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. I know that's a stretch. I know. Okay. Yeah, when you're born, you forget who you are. It's a forgetting, and then they start telling you that you're this body and mind. Hey, Leah. And then as you start seeing that you're this, believing that you're this body and mind, you start, they start telling you that this is a computer, this is a hand, it's a body and mind, and that's where the world comes from. It seems so easy to me. I'm wondering if you guys are following this, or if it's really hard to understand. It just seems so easy. Once you've seen through it, it just seems so simple, but the mind wants to, hi, Leah, the mind wants to make it complicated. It's really not. Really not. Oh, wow. I went through everything that I wanted to go through. It's easy when I'm stoned. Oh my God, Carla, that's no shit. That is the truth. When I take an edible, we just got a place that's open here in town, which is so awesome because it's legal here in Maine now. So we have a store that just opened up, and I was over there buying all kinds of shit. Because when I take an edible, this mind, for so long, I believed that the only way I could see through the dream was when I had an edible. But then I wrote down, because I saw that was a belief. So I can see through it without. I'm Byron Katie. It expands your mind with this. God, it's so easy to see through it, yeah, but I'm not advocating taking edibles, but I'm just saying, even Peter's been taking them. I bought them, and he got into them before me. I was like, what? You opened my chocolate? Yeah, I'm Byron Katie when I'm no shit. It's so cool to be able to just feel the mind expanding and seeing everything exactly how it is. But when you believe that everything slows down, exactly, everything slows down, and then this expanse happens, it's freaking awesome. But I used to feel like I needed it to get into that, and that's not true. That's not true, but it's fun. It's a fun thing to do. I mean, when we went on the kayak, that guy totally smoked pot. No shit. I didn't know that. People don't try it. No kidding. I didn't know that. Wow. I can't imagine him still. Well, I know that what Nisargadatta or one of the old Indian one smoked or took some, I don't know, LSD or something. Yes, it's like watching the movie that you're in. Exactly. That's what it feels like, the movie, the play, the dream. It's so dreamlike. You can't argue with it. The mind is slowed down, and you can see the thoughts as they come. I mean, see them. I mean, they can't hold a candle. When I have an edible, there is not a thought. It is seen immediately as it comes up. It's so cool. There's no more questioning. There's no more going down the river with him. Yeah, I'm sure his mind is so still it didn't do much. I'm sure. Just like Nisargadatta or whatever, he took some LSD or something, whole shitload of it. I don't know. It's maybe not him. One of the big gurus from way back in the day who told about this. And you know what? I want to see that. Corey, we could Skype one time and or message. Oh, it's funny as hell. It is so fun. I was on one time with my girlfriend Phoebe on Skype for 10 hours straight when I had taken an edible and she had done in Florida. Anyway, that was a blast. We just went because she's the same. Her and I have been side by side. I want to hang with you if you have an edible. Yeah, it's pretty fun, I have to say. When we get in our camper and come out to see you, Corey, we'll do it. Again, I'm not advocating taking edibles, but they're legal here now. There's nothing wrong. It's not even addictive like alcohol. I mean, pot has gotten such a bad rap. It's so ridiculous. Monica. Yeah, you, me, and Corey. Woo, that would be some fun. Hi, Tanya. Anyway, yeah, it's really good for expanding the mind. Really good. Yay, edible party. Yeah, they put that stigma on pot and that it's bad. You know why? Wow. I mean, this is just something I'm thinking. It's just because people start seeing through the dream when they're on it, when they're and they needed to control us to keep us thinking that we're not good enough, we're separate and all that. You know, the powers that be that want to keep control of the people. But that's part of the dream. It's not even real. Yeah, laughing his butt off. Yeah, it's part of the dream. So don't take any stock in that. Yeah, you can see how easy it gets to hook in. So that's what happens until you completely wake up. You know, there's in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's okay. It's all okay. That's the biggest thing. When the stories start coming, oh, I'm not vibrating high anymore. I saw those completely for the last couple of days. And then I saw that video today and I was like, he's like, that's what happens. Fluctuations happen. But there's so many people waking up in this. I'm not alone in this. There is a lot. It is a global thing. It is not. And I swear to God, the internet is the best thing ever created. Facebook Live, things like this. People are doing this all over the world in the dream. So people are waking up in mass quantities. And I think there's going to be a tipping point where, you know, us all going up this hill and feeling into it and starting shedding all the beliefs and start vibrating really high. Oh boy, what a different world this is going to look like, because people won't be trying to stuff. Boy, it's going to be a whole different deal. It's going to be beautiful. I mean, not that it's not beautiful today, but this dream could be quite something, with everybody seeing that we are one. Nobody doing anything against anybody else because they're just hurt. They know they're hurting themselves. Mushrooms, 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 week recovery. I tried mushrooms one time. It didn't do a damn thing. I was expecting some big, I don't know what I was excited, but but I split it with a friend because he wanted to try them too. Peter was petrified that I was going to go down on some bad trip. But the thing is, you don't have a bad trip when you're not full of anxiety and, hey, Jen, anxiety and anxiousness in the body, and very, very relaxed. So these kinds of things, you know, calm the system. That's what the edible does. It makes the whole system because it's a body high, so it just relaxes. So anybody who's uptight and on a regular basis because of their thoughts, because the body is reacting to the thoughts, and it's a back and forth thing. You're right. Nature has weeds and beauty. Exactly. So that's causing all kinds of upset, anxiety, all that shit inside. I don't have anxiety. I have not been an anxious person most of my life, though. I'm pretty. Oh, I miss you too, Jen. I know. I really wanted to get back to that place. I just haven't. Um, as you can tell, I don't look the same. Ever since I left there, 20 pounds has come on. It's what is. It is what it is. Still the same. Still the same, Lori. Hey, Carol. So, anybody got a question? Corey, this has been fun. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. I'll have to stock my camper up in the refrigerator with all kinds of chocolate. You're beautiful. Aw, thank you, Jen. So are you. So are you. Well, even though I don't see your face anymore, you'll have to start doing, hey, Sophia. Corey, I feel like consciousness is a catch-22. It creates enormous sufferings as well as happiness. Thich Nhat Hanh says happiness is also what? Happiness is. Happiness just is. Hey, Tony. Happiness just is. I mean, that's what we are, learning to suffer well. Oh, happiness is learning to suffer well. Well, it's that the suffering is that mind when it says something shouldn't be happening. Hey, Hal, something shouldn't be happening the way it's happening. It's just fighting with what is. Leave some for me when you come. Is that my real hair? That's my real hair. Gray and all. Love it. I love the gray. I don't have, I let it go gray when I was 30, in my 30s. And you know, it's no big deal. I absolutely love it. And when you love this self, when you realize that it is a dream and it just doesn't matter what society thinks it should be, when you love yourself, it radiates and everybody else feels it because we're all one. But resistance to suffering makes worse. Yes. Yes. Resistance to suffering. There's another layer. Exactly. That's more suffering. Oh, God, that mind. Once you love it, though, once you say, okay, it's okay. It's okay. Then it doesn't have a hold of you anymore. You can see the stories start coming. It's okay. It's such a simple thing to say. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, because I could see the stories big time the past couple of days. Why aren't you radiating? Why aren't you vibrating high? What's going on? Something's wrong. That's bullshit. I know nothing's wrong. Of course it's her real hair, Carol. That's my girl. No, you're edible. Oh, no, you're edible. Yeah, I know what you meant, my edible. Monica. Almost said Nicole. It's funny how it dries up. One of these days, Monica said to me, I should just stare into the green light. I think I'll do that when I get to Florida. I'm going to Florida tomorrow, and I'm going to do it because on my phone, I'm looking right into, on the Mac, I look into myself. If I look up at the green light, it just doesn't seem right, I guess. I mean, looking at the green light and talking doesn't seem, it doesn't seem, I think in the phone looks like I'm looking at you better. I mean, more spot on. So if I do a silent video, like on the beach, listening to the waves, wouldn't that be cool? Ooh, that's a great idea as the sun sets. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that sounds like a real good one. Can't wait to get on that beach. I had my pedicure today. Boy, it's been years since I've done that. Damn, that felt good. Got the French toes. I'll put them in the sand, take a picture when I'm down there. Mr. Strout, what the hell? Hello. You don't want to be hearing what I'm saying. Anyway, it's so good to see you here, Robert. So I'm going to be in Florida from tomorrow till the 6th of April. So I've pretty much decided I'm still going to do it. It might not be at exactly 7 because I don't know. I'm going to be with my sister for 4 days, I think, depending on how it goes. I'm going to do my best to try to make it at 7. I might type something out. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Going fishing. Actually, Tony, I'm thinking about going deep sea fishing. We've never done it before, and it came up with the friends that we're going with. None of us have ever been deep sea fishing, so it sounds like something we'd really want to do. Thank you, Tanya. I'm hungry for fish. Well, I'll drop it out of the plane on the way back. On the way back up to Maine on the 6th. Oh my gosh, it's been half an hour already. Hi, Diane. I'm all done. I don't want to go past the half an hour. I really like to keep them at half an hour because I'm saying the same damn thing all the time. It seems like, anyway. But I love seeing all of you here every night. I appreciate all of you for joining me. I love you all so much because you are me. Have a great evening. Tomorrow from Florida.